Imagine a world where waves crash on coral shores and palm trees sway in a gentle, warm breeze. For centuries, this was Hawaii, a kingdom guided by chiefs and queens who revered the land, the spirit, and their people. Then the outside world came, not to visit, but to take. This is the story of Liliʻuokalani, the last queen of Hawaii, a woman who stood alone against the crushing power of an empire, a ruler whose crown was stolen, but whose dignity remained untouchable. Born in 1838 to Hawaiian royalty, Liliʻuokalani grew up in a world where the ocean and land were sacred, where songs held the weight of history, and where a monarch ruled with aloha, a deep sense of love, respect, and duty to her people. From a young age, she was groomed to lead, learning both traditional Hawaiian customs and the ways of the Western world. She watched as her kingdom began to change. Missionaries arrived, building churches. American entrepreneurs built vast sugar plantations, and foreign businessmen amassed fortunes on Hawaiian soil. The world was closing in, yet the true heart of Hawaii still beat within its monarchs. But that was about to change, as greed set its sights on the throne. The year is 1891. Liliʻuokalani's brother, King Kalakaua, dies, and the solemn sound of drums echoes across Honolulu. It is her time to rule. She ascends to the throne, becoming Queen Liliʻuokalani. But the kingdom she inherits is not the one she was born into. The balance of power has dramatically shifted. Foreign sugar barons, hungry for profit, now control the island's trade. American businessmen, wielding immense financial influence, pull the strings of politics. And just beyond the harbor, U.S. warships wait, a silent, menacing reminder of America's growing presence. Despite the immense pressure, the Queen held a powerful dream: to restore power to the Hawaiian people. She knew that the current constitution favored foreign business interests, leaving her own people disenfranchised. So she began drafting a new constitution, one designed to return voting rights and political power to native Hawaiians, not to corporations. It was a bold, courageous move to reclaim her nation's sovereignty. But for her enemies, this was the last straw. Her act of defiance was all the justification they needed to move against her and destroy the Hawaiian monarchy for good. January 1893. The air in Honolulu is thick with tension. Armed American soldiers, not invited by the Queen, march through the streets. Their presence is a clear show of force, supporting a group of American diplomats and businessmen who audaciously declare a provisional government. They surround Iolani Palace, the Queen's official residence and the heart of the kingdom. Liliʻuokalani stands on the steps, facing an impossible choice. She could call her royal guards, summon her warriors, and fight to defend her throne. A battle would surely ensue, and blood would stain the palace grounds. But the Queen looked at the overwhelming military force before her and made a decision born not of weakness, but of profound love for her people. She chose life over bloodshed. In a final heartbreaking act of sovereignty, she penned a statement. "I yield my authority," she wrote, "to the superior force of the United States of America, until such time as the government of the United States shall, upon the facts being presented to it, undo the action of its representatives, and reinstate me in the authority which I claim as the constitutional sovereign of the Hawaiian Islands." She yielded temporarily, believing that the American government, once it understood the truth of this illegal coup, would restore justice. She believed in honor. Her enemies, however, did not share her principles. The new, self-proclaimed government wasted no time. Queen Liliʻuokalani was placed under house arrest, a prisoner in her own palace. She was confined to a single bedroom in the very home where she had once ruled. Her throne was gone. Her kingdom was gone. Her crown was gone. Stripped of everything but her spirit, she faced each day with unwavering resolve. Every morning, she would wake, look out her window toward the distant ocean, and whisper a prayer for the future of her people and her nation. It was in this lonely confinement that she poured her sorrow, her love, and her longing into art. She composed music, and among her many works was a song that would become an anthem of farewell and enduring love. Aloha, Ooh, a melody of heartbreak and hope that the entire world still sings today, often without knowing the profound pain from which it was born. Years passed, and the Queen's hope for justice from America faded. In 1898, despite widespread protest from native Hawaiians, the United States officially annexed Hawaii. The monarchy was never restored. But even in the face of this ultimate betrayal, Liliʻuokalani never bowed. When she was presented with a treaty that would formally and forever sign away Hawaiian sovereignty, she refused. Even without a throne or an army, she continued to protect her homeland with a spirit stronger than any steel. She dedicated the final years of her life to her people, using her own resources to help the poor, establish funds for the education of Hawaiian children, and work tirelessly to preserve the culture, language, and traditions that the new regime sought to erase. To her people, she was never defeated. They never saw her as a fallen monarch. To them, she was, and always would be, Mo Wahine, the Queen. Liliʻuokalani died in 1917, the last reigning monarch of the Kingdom of Hawaii. As she was laid to rest, her body was wrapped in a magnificent royal feathered cloak, a symbol of her eternal status. Her memory was not buried with her. It was carried forward in every Hawaiian heart. Her legacy is not one of loss, but of profound resistance. Liliʻuokalani did not lose. She fought back not with weapons, but with unwavering dignity. She defended her nation's sovereignty not with violence, but with her unyielding spirit. She transformed a kingdom as sorrow into a timeless song that ensures its story will never be forgotten. Today, her spirit lives on. Native Hawaiians continue the fight for their land, for their culture, and for justice, carrying the torch that she lit over a century ago. She was not just the last queen. She was Hawaii's last sovereign voice, a voice that rises like the ocean itself, refusing to be silenced. They took her throne, but they could never take her pride. If Queen Liliʻuokalani's story of courage has moved you, subscribe to our channel. Together, let's uncover more hidden histories of incredible figures who faced down empires and stood unbroken. Thank you for watching.